Hello and welcome to my video. So today I will be showing you what happens to the HIMI Miya Gouache a few months later. Does it dry up? So you could probably see on screen, and the little corner it will say which time frame the video clip is taken from, but yeah, so this is what it looks like. I will also tell you what conditions it has been in, so you know what to expect, because I assume in different conditions it will end up looking very differently. I got the gouache about 6 or 7 months before, so this is what it looks when it's about 7 months old. And the way I kept it is occasionally I would spray it with a little bit of water, and the climate I live in is actually usually pretty dry, so I was a bit worried about that because I thought maybe it would dry up because of that. Because it is kind of mostly open, it doesn't really seal, it doesn't look like an airtight seal, and it did dry up a little bit. You could see that it was cracked, and occasionally I did have to spritz it with water so it, I guess, reabsorbs back into itself. And you can see the white one, it's separated into like a little liquidy form and like a solid form. So I think that is good to know if you're going to be getting them. Maybe if you tend to leave your art supplies without touching them for a while, they might go dry. If you don't feel like spraying it with water all the time, maybe something that's resealable would be a bit better. But you can use them once they dry up. I actually took little bits of the paint and put them into another palette, like a mini little HIMI Miya Gouache palette, which, if you haven't seen those videos, I will put it in the little eye that should pop up and you can see how they work. They work a bit differently though when they dry. They tend to, they seem a bit more like watercolors to me. I think maybe if you wait longer for them to reactivate, you can use them like gouache, but yeah, I just found it easier to use them like gouache when they're still wet. So yeah, that's just something you might want to know. That's some basic information of how I kept these paints, and I will try making another video maybe once I've had these paints for a year, so then you can see if it's a sustainable thing to spray them a little bit, or if they will keep drying out a little bit anyway, because you saw that they still got cracked even though I did spray them. So yeah, I'm also showing you some sample drawings of the gouaches so you can see if they still function the same even after the water spritzing. So I will be drawing 3 drawings in this video actually, and yeah, so if you want to see all of them, stick around until the end. So the first drawing that I drew was actually a portrait. I wanted to have a go at drawing in that kind of like, I think it's like graphical style. I think I might have actually mentioned it in one of my earlier videos that I wanted to have a go at that, and I did. So yeah, I just wanted to do the style where you have really flat colors, and it was a bit hard to get the colors completely flat. I am pretty new to gouache, so that's probably why, but after I did a couple of layers, it worked. It's just that I think maybe I dilute the gouache too much, but it just doesn't feel very nice on paper for me to spread it while it's a bit more dry, I guess. When it's liquidy, it feels much nicer to spread it on, and you don't get as much of that, you know, when you have dry paint. You get like a little bit of that, I guess not a smooth edge, like a bit of a, kind of like a streakiness, but not the wet kind of streakiness, if that makes sense. So yeah, all I did is just go over the color multiple times, and that made it smooth. And then I did the line art also with HIMI Miya Gouache, so it was just that dark blue color, which is a bit of an interesting one. Most of the colors are kind of like opaque-ish, but that one is like transparent, if that makes sense. Like the actual color, it doesn't seem to have any like of a white tinge to it, like the pink. Well, the pink I mixed. I guess what would be a better example? Like the yellow. I don't think I mixed the yellow with much white, but you can see that it's still like it has some opaqueness to it. I think you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's just something I found interesting, but it is a nice color. So the next drawing I am drawing is a little soft drink carton, or like a juice carton. I really like the designs of the drinks you would get from a Korean store. I like going to the Korean store and looking at all the drinks and trying them. I also prefer the taste a lot over like the kind of like American and Australian soft drinks, like Coca-Cola or Fanta. I prefer the Korean ones. I don't know why. I think they make them a little bit less bubbly, and they also don't seem to be as sweet, and the actual flavors they use are very nice. I think my favorite is probably the maybe the green grape flavor. That's probably my favorite one. I also like the lychee flavors, peach flavors. They're all very nice. So yeah, which one is your favorite if you've tried any of those Korean drinks? They're really nice. And I also really like the packaging. The packaging is so cute. I always feel bad throwing away the can afterwards because they design them so nicely. They just end up looking so cute. And with this one, I basically did the same thing, which is try to add a lot of layers of the color, but I don't think I ended up getting it as smooth as the last one. It did take me less time though. And I just tried to pick really cute pastel colors for all of the drawings here, just because I really like the kind of like pastel vibe going with the actual HIMI Miya Gouache case, and the actual colors in it are very nice as well. I think some people didn't really like the color selection because it doesn't have as many earth tones, so maybe for landscapes it wouldn't be as good as some other color palettes, but I really liked how bright all the colors were. That was actually like one of my favorite things about it, because I like painting with bright colors and pastels and stuff like that. I don't really use that much brown, I think. I think the main time I use brown is for skin tones and maybe hair color and stuff like that. And with this drawing as well, I outlined it with some of that dark blue paint, and I tried to sketch on like a little hint of the information you get on the packet as well, just so it's obvious that it's like a little juice or soft drink carton. I think I should have probably went over the colors again to make it look a bit smoother, but otherwise I think it still turned out cute. So this last drawing is a cat. I actually drew it based on a photo of a cat I saw. It had like a little hat thing that was a flower. I had a few people thinking that maybe it's a seal, and I think that's probably because the ears are hidden behind the flower petals. But that photo of the cat was so cute, so I decided to draw it. It didn't really turn out looking too similar to the cat in the photo, but I think it still turned out cute, so it's okay. And I think I kept the color palette for all three paintings pretty similar. It's kind of like, I think, like a bit of yellow. I don't think I used much yellow for the soft drink carton painting, but yeah, it's just like yellow, light blue and pink were the main colors, but also kind of swapping them out. And there was green in the carton one, so I guess it's just the fact that they're pastel that's matching, because they have kind of like a similar vibe to me. And for this one I also used the same line art color, which was that dark blue. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be showing all of the drawings together at the very end, and yeah, I hope you found the I guess, description of what happens to the HIMI Miya Gouache and the video of what it looks like after a few months useful, because I was a bit scared getting this paint because I wasn't sure if it was just going to like go dry out fully, and I wasn't sure if it was how long it would take to dry out, because I assume it will dry out eventually, but so far it's looking pretty good and it's been 6 months. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you can like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and if you want to see more videos, I will hopefully be posting more soon, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!